भीमातीरनिवासाय पंढरीपुरवासिने पांडुरंगप्रकाशाय विठ्ठलाय नमो नमः. मरुत्पुत्राय कवये भीमाय भयहारिणे श्रीमदानंदतीर्थाय प्रख्याताय नमो नमः. Dear children of God, Jai Sri Krishna, Namaste. Having read the Hindu scriptures, today one humbly concludes, sing and dance your way to God. In this age of Kali, chanting the names of the Lord is an easy way to attain Godhead. When chanting becomes a power of the soul, it becomes a song, a hymn. Having heard the flute music of Krishna, having known his musical superpower, the cowherdesses of Vrindavan sing about him in a soulful way. Tava kathamritam Krishna tapta jivanam कविभिरीडितं कृष्ण कल्मषापहं श्रवणमङ्गलं कृष्ण श्रीमदाततं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ते कृष्ण भूरिदा जना. The impact of his divine music, heard all over Vrindavan, rings in the very atmosphere. The gopis begin to sing immortal verses praising the Lord's glory and his transcendental qualities. All saint singers must have heard his music in their heart, or else how could those thousands of compositions sung by hundreds of musicians be popular in the world? Those great saints had devotion churning their hearts. The butter that emanated was the music. They met like-minded souls and shared these ecstatic outbursts mutually. Bodhayanta parasparam. Their joy was boundless. When the devotee is drowned in bliss, a deep musical note rises from his heart and becomes a song. This is what he offers to the Lord as a form of worship. Every song has a little story behind it or an incident. What comes originally as a personal composition becomes a universal prayer in times to come, regaling drooping hearts of several devotees all over the world. The musical compositions of saints are thus the outpourings of the soul, either in agony or in ecstasy. In either case, the song touches the soul of the listener. Sing your way to God. There is the next stage also. Dance your way to God, as was said by the great Guru Akhandanji Maharaj. Nritya bhakti ki chaal hai, dance is the gate of devotion. If songs are the breath of devotion, dance is the gate of devotion. No wonder after the song of the gopis, the soul-touching song called the Gopika Gita, the Lord led these women on to the fabulous, awesome, cosmic dance, Rasa Leela, falling in tune with the divine. The Rasa Leela is falling into the rhythm of Krishna's footsteps. The gopis did not know how to dance. When the master dancer, Sakalakala Adi Guruhu Nanartha, danced, he was the master of all fine arts. He had already exhibited his dancing talent at the age of 5. And when he curbed the poisonous multi-wooded serpent Kali, we came to know of it. Dance, why? All arts emanate from him. Now he is the ace dancer. All that each gopi has to do is to observe her divine partner Krishna, fall into his rhythm, sway with him, lose herself in ecstasy, rise from bliss to bliss, and forget herself, dissolve in divinity, get rid of her sensuousness, and realize what supra-sensuousness is. From an ordinary cowardice, she grows in dance to become an ace devotee, the talk of the devotee world, the envy of the saints, the model for believers. Dance your way to God is so easy, paradoxically, and so difficult too. The cosmic dance proves when you realize the rhythm of grace, you learn to dance not only to his tune, but to dance with him. Thus, song and dance have exalted the cowardice to an enviable proximity with the divine, so enviable that Lord Shiva himself came dressed as a gopi and came to be known as Gopishwara. Sing and dance your way to Krishna, thus realizing what divine melody and divine rhythm are. Both are metaphysical exercises of the soul, reuniting it with its desirable divine parent, Shri Krishna. मुख में नाम सदा राधे श्याम, गावत नाचत नाचत गावत चलो परंधाम, मुख में है नाम सदा राधे श्याम, गावत नाचत नाचत गावत चलो परंधाम। वृंदावन में नंद के लाला ने मुरली ऐसी बजाई, अन्न पकावत अन्न परोसत गोपियाँ दौड़ी आई, मुख में है नाम सदा राधे श्याम, गावत नाचत नाचत गावत चलो परंधाम। थैंक यू।